Hi guys, I wanted to take just a few minutes and talk a little bit about Shakeology. Kind of what it is, what it can do for you, how to use it, that kind of thing. So to first start off, everybody kind of asks what is Shakeology. And you'll hear it's your daily dose of dense nutrition, but you're like, what does that really mean? So it is a nutrition shake that is designed for people to lose weight / gain weight. It's designed to help increase your energy, curb your junk food cravings, support your immune system, regulate your digestion. And it was designed by Darren O'Lean, who's known as the superfood hunter, and Isabel Deichler. And they were really just trying to find that void in our nutrition. As Americans eating the standard American diet, we just don't get all of the nutrients we need. I mean, we grew up like hearing you have to eat your fruits and veggies, but do we really eat all our fruits and veggies as adults? No, because we have free will, and like if I could choose a cheeseburger and french fries over veggies and have no negative effects, I'd be choosing that. So it really was designed to fill that void in our nutrition. I did take notes, so if I look down, it's because I'm looking at my notes, but inside Shakeology is over 70 ingredients that are found throughout the world. In it has vitamins, minerals, antioxidants, phytonutrients, superfoods, prebiotics, probiotics, digestive enzymes, adaptogens, and phytonutrients. So just a couple of those words that are big words. Prebiotics are the food that your probiotics live off of when they get into your digestive system. And digestive enzymes help break down our food once it is in our stomach. Adaptogens, they grow in extreme conditions, so they are known to help us with our stress responses because they already grow in stressful situations. Superfoods are things like spinach or spirulina or some of those like bigger denser foods that have like more bang for your buck, and I can even break down some of these in different videos. But I wanted to let you guys know that the quality control and the science behind this product is ever changing. If they can find a superfood or an ingredient that's going to help make it better, they do it. And they are very picky about how it's grown, how it's harvested, how it's put into Shakeology, and believe me, they are constantly testing and making it better and better for us. The cool thing about Shakeology is it only takes 30 seconds to make, and you only have to think about it once a day. So that's another thing we get. Is it a meal replacement? It can be. It depends on kind of what you add to it. So you can have it for any meal you choose. Most people do choose for breakfast. The most simplest form is to shake it up in a shaker with water. Tastes completely fine. It's not a weird texture. It's one of the best shakes I've ever tasted in my life. Actually, it is the best shake I've ever tasted in my life. If you want to add a milk or a milk supplement to it instead of water, you can do that. I usually just do mine half almond milk and half water. If you have a little bit more time, you can blend it, or you can start adding things to it. So you can add a banana, chia seeds, flax seeds, peanut butter too, the powdered peanut butter, different fruits and veggies. If you Google Shakeology recipes, there is like 1,000 different recipes. Like even today I had a salted caramel cafe latte. Didn't even know that you could do that, but it was very tasty. It also is your daily multivitamin. So I don't take any other supplements other than occasionally iron, thank you Mother Nature, and vitamin D occasionally. Just because of where I live, we don't see the sun as often, and it's harder for us to absorb the vitamin D for the sun. So those are the only two things I take. I no longer take a multivitamin. Like I said, it tastes better than anything I've ever tasted, shake-wise. And it also keeps me fuller longer than anything's ever taken, like made me feel full for under 200 calories. So most mornings I use this as my breakfast, and I usually have a piece of fruit at some other point during my morning that I call my second breakfast. And a lot of times I will use Shakeology as like I have a meeting after work and I don't know if I'm going to get dinner at the meeting, or I know I'll have dinner after the meeting but I'm still going to be hungry. I'll drink that on the way to my meeting. Or sometimes I have it for after bed snack. Or I turn it into dessert. And there's so many random things that you can do with that. And one of my favorites is to make Shakeology pudding with banana and avocado, and it tastes just like chocolate pudding. So good. But there are multiple different flavors. So, you know, you have your chocolate, your vanilla, cafe latte, greenberry, a couple different strawberries, and almost all of those have the normal and the vegan form. And really the main differences between the vegan and the normal is the normal uses a whey protein and the vegan uses pea proteins. So if you have a milk allergy or anything, I usually steer people towards the vegan side, or if you're really working on anything anti-inflammatory, I steer people towards the vegan side. Doesn't have to mean you're vegan, it's just that's just the protein source that I prefer because it's less inflammatory. So reducing your cravings, that is one of the things I love about Shakeology. So once you start feeding your body on a cellular level and you give your body the nutrients that it knows and the form it knows, you don't crave junk. So if you eat a fast food meal and you notice like you're really, really full because you ate a lot of quantity of food, but then an hour later you're still hungry, and you don't understand. You're like, man, like my stomach's full, but like my body's still telling me I'm hungry. It's because you didn't give it food it recognized. So your body does have to process all of that through, but it's still craving something else, so it's telling you you're hungry. Once you start feeding what it needs, you're like, oh my gosh, I can't even believe I'm not hungry. And it's not an appetite suppressant, it's just a natural byproduct of feeding your body what it needs. Same with weight loss. Weight loss is a byproduct of Shakeology because once you give your body what it needs, you start making healthier decisions throughout your day. You're feeling better because your body is producing and regulating itself correctly. So you have more energy. So you want to work out and you want to eat healthy. So it's just one of those like added bonuses. But I often recommend Shakeology to people who need to gain weight because you're getting a lot of denser nutrition packed. If you compare a bottle of Pediasure or Ensure to a bottle of Shakeology, it's night and day difference. It drives me crazy when doctors try to prescribe Ensure to people. So I'm like, did you read what is in that? That's not healthy. And preventative medicine. So let the food be thy medicine. It's kind of funny. I heard a quote the other day from Thomas Edison that said, the doctor of the future will give no medication, but will interest his patients in the care of the human frame, diet, and in the cause and prevention of disease. So what the heck happened? Thomas Edison saw that the food was the medicine, and if we start educating on diet, not just like cutting calories, but on actual nutrition and diet, that we don't need medicine. And we're kind of so far away from that. Instead of treating root causes, we're treating with medication. We're really just treating symptoms. And then unfortunately, some of the side effects of medication require more medication, and it's just kind of a vicious circle. And we won't get into that at the moment, but if you do any amount of research, there's a lot of money to be made in prescription drugs. I know a lot of people have cost concerns with Shakeology. Me too. The first time I heard that price, I was like, nuh-uh, no way. I don't care how good this stuff is. Like, that's ridiculous. Why does it cost that much? The first part with sticker shock is it's a month's supply. Nobody buys their Shakeology or your groceries. You don't go and buy a month's worth of groceries. You buy it a week at a time. You break that cost down to a week, that's not so bad. You break it down to a daily serving, not like really not that bad at all, especially when you're not adding it, you're going to be taking away. Another thing with the cost is I don't spend near as much as on groceries, and I add that into my grocery budget. So I already know that cost is coming. Once you stop buying so many prepackaged foods, you realize that your food goes further. And once once you get a few good recipes down, it's simpler too. And then you're not filling your body with processed foods, chemicals, preservatives, X, Y, and Z. Another thing is, totally lost my train of thought. But if you're having issues with the cost, talk to me, talk to Katie. There are definitely ways to make it not as expensive. And even if you're just drinking it every other day, it's still better than not drinking at all. So just talk to us about that. But I just wanted to say hi, talk a little bit about it. And, you know, really when you start feeding your body for nutrition and not pleasure, and you get that mindset part right, it all just comes together and makes it so much easier. And you start leading that physical, mental, happy, healthy life. You're less prone to disease in the future. I can tell you, since I've been drinking Shakeolgy for a year and a half, I think I went to the doctor once for strep throat, and I had strep throat because I was just really, really, really stressed at work, and I ignored going to the doctor for so long that it just turned into strep throat. But other than that, I've had some allergy flare-ups this summer, but the only non-prescription drug I can even think of buying was some Sudafed and some Benadryl, and I have not been on a single prescription medication. Also no vitamins, and like I said, the only supplements are iron and the vitamin D. That's all. So kind of crazy, but just wanted to say hey. And if you guys have any more questions or you want to get specific on some of the ingredients in Shakeology, just let me know, because I really like to talk about it. Bye. Peace out.